So good morning everyone. Due to my health issue, yesterday I did not take your class, but आज थोड़ा ठीक हूँ, लेकिन पूरा completely not cured. So let us try to take at least one class today. So in our last class, we already completed time division multiplexing technique. So we'll recapitulate very fast. So in the case of time division multiplexing, what we have seen, what is the purpose of using? Okay, that you have to understand. As I mentioned you, when we are converting our message signal, that is which is in your continuous form to in discrete time signal, then we follow sampling process. And individual sampling process has some sampling instant. Okay, suppose we are having this signal, यहाँ पे दिखाया है, देखो ये, तो we have sampled here. Okay, the first sample. This is your second sample. Okay, am I audible? Please tell me anyone. May I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so देखो यहाँ पे quickly recapitulate the previous class because this is important. So this is your first sample and we are having single signal x1. Okay, this is your second sample. That may have here, if it goes something like that, so there may have third sample. Okay, there may have some third sample also, third, fourth, fifth, so on and so forth. Okay, but see here, the first sample value is the second sample. What is the time gap? Okay, what is the time gap? This time gap is nothing but TS, sampling instant. Listen, you people know that. If you're dealing with frequency, so it is Fs. So 1 by Fs. That I mentioned you TS. Okay. So this gap, time gap, is called one revolution of commutator. Means 360-degree rotation of the commutator, then you will get one revolution. One revolution means you have to rotate 360 degree. Okay. So देखो यहाँ पे जब फर्स्ट सैंपल वैल्यू, दिस इज फर्स्ट, दिस इज सेकंड, दिस इज थर्ड सैंपल वैल्यू ऑफ द फर्स्ट सिग्नल x1. बट देखो फर्स्ट सैंपल वैल्यू एंड द सेकंड सैंपल वैल्यू, बिटवीन दीज टू you don't have any samples. In between these two we don't have any sample. मतलब क्या है, in this time period your sample and whole circuit, it remains idle, कुछ नहीं फंक्शन है. तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, we can sample in this time period, in this gap, some other signals. Okay, so second signal, third signal, fourth signal, we may have different signals we can sample over there. So in the below is the single signal. Now below देखो यहाँ पे we have seen the sample signal. देखो x1 का फर्स्ट सैंपल वैल्यू है ये, फिर ये देखो x1 है ना, ये चला जाएगा. Simply sum here may have third sample value of the first one. It will go on. It is a continuous process. But देखो यहाँ पे x1 to x1 ये टाइम गैप कितना है ts, that is one frame. But in this time gap देखो यहाँ पे x2, x3, x4, xn, how many number of sample values there? Total n number of sample values between x1 to x1. That means this ts time gap, how many sample signals are there? N sample value are there. So total time कितना है ts है ना, और तुम्हारे पास कितना सिग्नल है n नंबर. तो ts को तुम n नंबर से डिवाइड करोगे तो जो तुम्हारा टाइम पीरियड मिलेगा. थोड़ा एक मिनट वेट करो, एक मिनट. सो ts बाई n जो है ये तुम्हारा इंडिविजुअल सिग्नल का टाइम गैप है. दैट इज दिस गैप इज ts by n, this gap is ts by n. So that is the case. So if you have doubt, so you can tell me. So that is the major issue behind your time division multiplexing signal. That's why PAM signal, TDM PAM we are getting, because pulse amplitude modulation is there. So TDM PAM signal is achieved. So if you have doubt, so you can throw your question, otherwise. तो ये जो देखो यहाँ पे क्विकली जस्ट रिकैपिटुलेटिव, x1, x2, xn number is there. These are realized filter. Last I told you anti-aliasing filter. तो देखो यहाँ पे the first signal. So when this touches with this commutator touches this signal, so output में हम लोग x1 मिलेगा. यहाँ पे x1 फर्स्ट सैंपल मिलेगा, फर्स्ट सिग्नल. जब ये x2 को टच करेगा तो यहाँ पे हम लोग x2 मिलेगा. दैट मीन्स first sample value of x2. In this way, when it touches this signal, then we'll get xn signal. So the last one sample value. So when it completes its 360 degree, and when it reaches again in the x1, that means it completed how much? 360 degree. And one frame generated means x1 to xn, all the sample value received. So that is your 360 degree rotation, means one frame generation, and we are getting all the signals first sample value. All the signals first sample value. जब ये सेकेंड रोटेशन होगा तो हम लोग को क्या मिलेगा, सेकेंड सैंपल वैल्यू ऑफ इंडिविजुअल और ऑल एन नंबर ऑफ सिग्नल्स, सेकेंड सैंपल वैल्यू। जब थर्ड रोटेशन होगा, थर्ड सैंपल वैल्यू मिलेगा ईच एंड एवरी सिग्नल का। ये है तुम्हारा बेसिक आइडिया। ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाई यहाँ पे हम कैलकुलेट किए थे जे पल्स स्पेसिंग जो मैंने बोला, इंडिविजुअल पल्स का x1 के साथ x2 का जो गैप है, ये x1 है, x2 है, ये गैप कितना होगा, बिकॉज होगा ts by n, because how many number of signals are there, n number of signals are there, and what is the time gap, that is ts, so ts by n. So that's why देखो यहाँ पे pulse to pulse spacing, pulse to pulse, ये pulse x1 का, ये pulse x2 का, तो pulse to pulse spacing कितना है ना, ts by n। ts को हम लोग क्या लिखते हैं, 1 by fs, so 1 by nfs we can write down। so what is that, it's a pulse spacing। okay, so pulse spacing it may be second spacing, क्या हो second हो, so 1 by fs is the time gap between any two consecutive pulses। तो एक सेकंड में कितना पल्स मिलेगा, एक सेकंड में कितना पल्स मिलेगा, इफ 1 by NFS सेकंड में मिलता है कितना पल्स, सिंगल पल्स, ठीक है। सो एक सेकंड में कितना पल्स मिलेगा, एक सेकंड में 1 by NFS, दैट इज NFS, है ना। सो एक सेकंड में कितना पल्स मिल गया, एक सेकंड में NFS पल्स मिल गया। सो एक सेकंड में कितना पल्स मिल गया, NFS मिल गया। और एक सेकंड में जो होता है वो पर सेकंड में वो रेट कहलाता है, रेट। सो नंबर ऑफ पल्सेस पर सेकंड कितना हो गया, NFS। सो नंबर ऑफ पल्सेस पर सेकंड मिल गया NFS, और नंबर ऑफ बीट्स पर सेकंड को क्या बोलते हैं, उसको बीट रेट बोलते हैं। सो नंबर ऑफ पल्सेस पर सेकंड वो क्या हम कहेंगे, पल्स रेट कहेंगे, ठीक है। तो हम क्या कहेंगे, पल्स रेट कहेंगे। ओके, so that's why NFS is your pulse rate, है ना। that's why देखो यहाँ पे signaling rate of TTM system is R, that is NFS, that is pulse per second। how many pulse are per second, NFS pulses per second, so that's why they have written NFS pulses per second, and that is called the signaling rate because signal is there। okay, and you people know that FS is nothing but FS can be written as that are equal to twice FS, you know, at the very beginning of our digital communication system। so that's why देखो FS की जगह में हम लिख दे twice FS। so signaling rate का वैल्यू कितना हो गया, R greater equal to twice n FS। so this is the final class of the previous class। okay, कुछ डाउट है रिगार्डिंग योर पल्स रेट, सिग्नलिंग रेट के बारे में पूछ सकते हो। and you once you get pulse rate, so from there you can easily find out the bandwidth calculation। okay, you can easily find out the bandwidth as you have calculated it is in your PCM system also। what is the formula, the formula is bandwidth is equal to half of signaling rate, as you know, isn't it। so minimum transmission bandwidth क्या होगा, bandwidth greater than half of signaling rate। signaling मिल गया हम लोगों के लिए twice NFM, so 2 cancel out, so NFM। so bandwidth requirement is n into FM, where what is the capital N, here n is not the number of bits, please remember, here n is not the number of bits like your PCM system, over there small n was there and that was your number of bits। okay, required to sample every sample point, but यहाँ पे ये कैप्शन क्या है, ये है तुम्हारा नंबर ऑफ सिग्नल्स, हाउ मेनी सिग्नल्स you are applying here। okay, so that is the case। so कुछ डाउट है तो बोलो। सो सिंक्रोनाइजेशन के लिए देखो यहाँ पे क्या दिए हैं हम, मार्कर प्लेस। ओके, दैट मीन्स इंडिविजुअल फ्रेम को ये डिनोट कर रहा है। ये वन फ्रेम x1 x2 x3 तीन सिग्नल लिए हैं, n के बदले में तीन सिग्नल, यहाँ पे देखो तीन। सो इंडिविजुअल फ्रेम में देखो वन मार्कर फॉल्स है, just isolating individual frames. So frame synchronization is most important. So the frame synchronization. ठीक है, वन फ्रेम से दूसरा फ्रेम को हम कैसे डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे, यूजिंग मार्कर पाल्स। Just you go through all these things, silent feature, drawback. Okay, ड्रॉबैक तो ये तुम्हारा सिंक्रोनाइजेशन प्रॉब्लम तो है ही है, सिंक्रोनाइजेशन ठीक ठाक नहीं होगा तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा। ठीक है, तो हम आज दूसरा चैप्टर शुरू करेंगे यहाँ पे, दैट इज कॉल्ड इंफॉर्मेशन कोडिंग थ्योरी। मेरा तबीयत थोड़ा खराब है आज, तो so information coding theory is my notes actually. Information coding theory. So slowly I am getting started here. So information theory and coding is also one important chapter in your digital communication system. So thing is that what I mentioned you here, you just go through all these things. I've written very simply here. So what is basically information? Okay. Suppose I have given to you one numerical problem based on digital communication system. Okay. So we'll take in near future we'll take a few more classes on numericals. Okay. So मान लो I have given you one numerical problem to solve it, but someone solve it in the first chance, but some of them made it wrong, and he or she takes much time. पहले क्या किया, रॉन्ग। ओके, फिर वो कोशिश किए, फिर वो करेक्ट, दो तीन बार ऐसा कर करके वो क्या किया, द सॉल्यूशन ढूंढ लिया। So in our communication system, in our statistical approach, we can say that it's a standardized concept is that, so कुछ तुम्हारा पास अनसर्टेनिटी होगा, क्योंकि तुम सॉल्यूशन ढूंढने में कुछ अनसर्टेनिटी था तुम्हारा, इसलिए तुम्हारा टाइम ज्यादा लगा। ठीक है, तो थिंग इज दैट जहां पे अनसर्टेनिटी होगा, ठीक है, ज्यादा, वहां पे इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगा। ठीक है, क्योंकि उस प्रॉब्लम डोमेन में तुम्हारा ज्यादा जानकारी मिलेगा। ये है बेसिक चीज। जहाँ पे तुम्हारा अनसर्टेनिटी थोड़ा बहुत होगा, उस जगह में तुम्हारा उस चीज का इंफॉर्मेशन थोड़ा ज्यादा मिलेगा। सो इसलिए मैंने हम जो यहाँ पे बोल रहे हैं, द अमाउंट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम ए मैसेज, okay, so amount of the information received from a message is directly related to the uncertainty or inversely related to the probability of its occurrence. जैसे मैंने तुमको बोला, वो एग्जांपल तुमको दिमाग में रखना। Okay, so if there is a probability getting, there is no uncertainty, that means if there is a probability is unity, that means first time you are very quickly you have solved it, so information zero होगा ideal case में। और जहां पे प्रोबेबिलिटी जीरो होगा, वहां पे इंफॉर्मेशन इंफिनिटी होगा। सो दैट इज द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट। ओके, सो वी हैव स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड, मेक वन फॉर्मूला to find out the amount of the information. It may not be I0 or may not be I infinity. There may have intermediate value may be there. So how to find out the amount of information? I. So that is a relation. Okay. So, as I mentioned, inversely, okay, inversely to the probability of occurring. So that's why inversely 1 upon p. So I varies as log 1 upon p. Okay. So this is your case. This basically varies as log 1 upon p. So this is the formula. I is the information, amount of the information, P is the probability of occurrence. ये जितना कम होगा इंफॉर्मेशन उतना ही ज्यादा होगा. Okay. So here I have written as it is proportional, so equal to the constant k comes because I varies as मैंने बोल दिया log 2 base 1 upon p. So that's why equal to that k is the constant of proportionality. Here we are assuming that k value is 1. Okay, k value is 1. Okay, so ultimately the amount of information what we get is log to the base is to 1 upon p. So if you know the probability, okay, so you will get the find out the amount of the information. If p is equal to मान लो probability is equal to मान लो 1 upon 4, say for example, okay, probability is 1 upon 4. So उसके लिए तुम्हारा information क्या होगा, amount of information. So formula क्या है, log to the base 1 upon 4. So क्या हो जाएगा, log to the base 4, isn't it? So to the base 4 को तुम क्या लिख सकते हो, log to the base 2 to the power 2, isn't it? So that means ultimately 2 log 2, isn't it? ये 1 हो जाएगा, so ultimately 2 में. So that is the way of finding out the amount of information here. Okay, getting my point. So this chapter is also most important. Sometimes numerical question may come in your semester exam to find out the amount of information once you know the probability of occurrence. So this is the case. Now we are going to find out what is entropy of a source. Okay, so let us start with memoryless source. Consider a memoryless source. What do you mean by memoryless source? So memoryless source means it can't depend upon the previous output. Okay, it just depending upon the present output with the present input. You people know that signal system में भी हम लोग पढ़े थे. So this is your memoryless system. Okay, so you have one memoryless source. Okay, M that emitting messages. That means it's generating the message. Okay, it's generating messages. What are the messages? M1, M2, in that way, n number of messages, Mn, with individual probability P1. So M1 having probability P1, M2 having probability P2, M3 having probability P3. Okay, Mn having probability Mn. So this is the case. So you are having n number of messages M1, M2, M3, Mn with their individual probability of occurrence is P1, P2, P3, P. And as we know, the total probability always unit. You people know that. The total probability, therefore, P1 से Pn prop, if you make it summation over P actually, that is always 1. Okay, so summation over Pi, you can say that summation over Pi, I is equal to 1 to n, P is equal to 1. That is happening. You people know that. बोलो कुछ doubt. So if that happen, so as and also we know that amount of information I for ith message given, है ना? For ith message that is m sorry ij, ये I नहीं है j है, पी आई में हम लोग आई ले रहे हैं। सो आई जे, व्हाट इज आई जे? इज द अमाउंट ऑफ द इंफॉर्मेशन फॉर मैसेज एम जी। देखो यहाँ पे लिखा है amount of information for the message mg. So that is your ig. And what is the formula? Formula we have already derived it. Okay. Already we have derived it. That is log to the base 1 upon pi, because you people know that the amount of the information depend upon the with the probability, but it is related to inversely proportional. Okay. Inversely related. So so ij, that is the amount of information for the message mg. That is, we got it. Listen carefully. Okay. So now now probability of occurrence of mi is pi. Okay. Already we have derived probability of occurrence is pi. Hence, the mean average information per message. Okay. We got the information I j. So we are going to find out the average information. Okay, average information per message emitted by the source. That is written by summation over pi into ii. Itna beats. So ii information we got. Ii is log to the base 1 upon pi. That is the amount of information. Okay. So what is the probability of occurrence of ii is pi. So the average information. Okay, pi is the probability of occurrence of the message mi. So the average information is nothing but pi into I. So pi into ii, that is your average information. So what is pi? Pi is the probability of message mi. Ii, what is ii? I is your amount information. So that is nothing but the average information per message. Okay, listen carefully. Average information per message is called entropy. What is entropy? The average information per message. So that's the unit. What's with the unit? Entropy का unit क्या होगा? Beat per message. Per message में कितने beat? So what is the formula? Summation over I is equal to 1 to n. So here देखो I is equal to 1 to n pi. I का formula क्या था? Log to the base 1 upon pi. इतना beat per message. So entropy is, so ये question में आ जाए what is entropy? Just you mention, which is nothing but average information per message emitted by the source, and that is written by h, that is numerically summation over 1 to n pi log to the base 1 upon pi beat per message. So this is your entropy or average information. So इसके लिए हम एक छोटा सा प्रॉब्लम ले लिए यहाँ पे. मान लो n is example of dependence of h on the probability of messages. Let us consider the case just 2 messages. Okay, we are not taking large number of messages. Here we are taking 2 messages. मान लो m1 and m2. So probability may be p1 and p2. Okay, correct. And if we consider the total probability is p, okay, total probability is p, or total probability is 1, we know that. So as we are having 2 messages, so first m1 को probability if p हो जाएगा, तो दूसरे के लिए probability क्या होगा? 1 minus p, isn't it? So that means p1 is equal to क्या मिल गया? p1 is equal to p, और ठीक है, p2 is equal to क्या मिल गया? p2 is equal to 1 minus p, because total probability is 1. So 1 is So you have taken two messages, M1 and M2. First having the probability P. तो दूसरा के लिए probability कितना हुआ? Total probability is 1. So 1 minus P. Okay. So देखो, so total entropy formula क्या था? I is equal to 1 to 2 हो जाएगा यहाँ पे, 1 to 2 हो जाएगा. So P1 log to the base 1 upon P1 plus क्या हो जाएगा? P2 log to the base 1 upon P2. So P1 कितना हो गया? P1 is equal to P हो जाएगा, P log to the base 1 upon P, और P2 क्या है? 1 minus P. So 1 minus P log to the base 1 minus P, ये हो जाएगा. ठीक है, इसलिए देखो कहाँ फॉर्मूला क्या हो गया, देखो P log to the base P, पहला बेस P1 log to the base 1 upon P1 plus P2 log to the base 1 upon P2. So P2 का वैल्यू कितना था? मैंने बोला था P2 is equal to था 1 minus P, और P1 का वैल्यू कितना था? P1 का वैल्यू था only P, because total probability P1 and P2 is only P. So 1 minus P log to the base 1 minus P. Okay, so this is for second message. This is for first message. This is for second message. Now see, now we have plotted the graph, this graph, using this formula, है ना? This formula लेके हम लोग plot किए. By varying P with we have plotted entropy. Okay. So देखो यहाँ पे इधर probability corresponding इधर H. तो ये ग्राफ कैसा है? Something like that. So that means यहाँ पे maximum probability कितना है? P is equal to half. So probability जब half होता है, entropy maximum, isn't it? So इसलिए हम लोग क्या किए हैं, ये जो H था DHDP किए हैं. Okay. As you know, to find out the value of P and the maxima minima D2 D2H DP2 निकालना है. हम लोग जानते हैं मैक्सिमा मिनिमा तुम 10+2 में किए थे. Maxima, if you have one graph, if you want to find out the maxima value and the minima value, then you have to find out, you have to make first differentiation. Then after taking first differentiation, you have to put it with 0, then find out the condition, then you make double derivative and you place that numerical value into the later expression. That is the case. So यहाँ पे देखो हम लोग DHDP फाइंड आउट किए हैं. ये जो एक्सप्रेशन है, इस एक्सप्रेशन का हम लोग DHDP फाइंड आउट किए. सो DHDP फाइंड आउट किए हैं. तो DHDP देन यू हैव टू मेक इट 0. सो अल्टीमेटली P का वैल्यू क्या निकल गया? देखो DHDP 0 करके P log P is equal to half. क्या निकल गया? P is equal to half. कैसे निकल गया? You know H, so make it DHDP. Find out for differentiation DHDP, then you make it 0. So ultimately this expression gets 0, right side. So ultimately log P is equal to log 1 minus P. Solve it. Then यहाँ पे हम लोग 1 minus P is equal to P. So 2P is equal to 1. So P is equal to half, that is 0.5. Okay. So now देखो ये P is equal to half जाएगा में मैक्सिमा और मिनिमा वैल्यू, that you have to find out. P is equal to half में तुम्हारा मैक्सिमा नहीं तो मिनिमा मिलेगा, कुछ नहीं तो कुछ मिलेगा. So for that, whether it is maxima or minima, to find out what is your role, the role is for that you have to find out D2H dp square, otherwise not possible. So we have find out DH dp को D2H dp square, that means more than one डेरिवेटिव हम लोग फाइंड आउट किए. सो दो बार जब तुम डिफरेंशिएट करोगे, ये फाइंड आउट हो गया -1/p -1/p. सो p का वैल्यू कितना है? 0.5. सो p का वैल्यू 0.5 पुट करो यहाँ पे. सो फाइंड आउट हो गया -4. So -4 means less than 0. And you people know that if d2x dy square, if it is less than 0, then maxima value होता है ये फॉर्मूला. और if it is greater than 0, यहाँ पे हम लोग मिनिमा मिलेंगे. लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या मिला? -4. So it is less than 0. Hence each has maximum value at p point, p is equal to 0.5 जाएगा. Okay, so that is the case. So -4, so लेस देन 0 में हमारा क्या मिल गया, dt is dp square is लेस देन 0 मिल गया, so मैक्सिमा मिलेगा. So p is equal to 0.5. now h max is equal to क्या था तुम्हारा फॉर्मूला, p log to the base 1 upon p. okay, p1 log to the base 1 upon p1, p2 log to the base 1 upon p2. so बैठा तो यहाँ पे वैल्यू, तो निकल गया 1 बीट पर मैसेज. ठीक है, 1 बीट पर मैसेज. सो 1 बीट पर मैसेज, बिकॉज यहाँ पे देखो p इज इक्वल टू क्या मिला, हाफ. सो 1 माइनस p ऑल्सो 1 माइनस हाफ. सो कितना मिला, हाफ हाफ. सो यहाँ पे प्रोबेबिलिटी p1 एंड p2 कितना मिला, हाफ हाफ, इक्वल प्रोबेबिलिटी. so that's why 0.5 to log to the base 1 upon 2, so 2 हो गया into p2 का वैल्यू 0.5 because p1 p2 0.5 log to the base 1 upon 2, so 2 हो गया. so 2 वैल्यू 1, ये भी 2 वैल्यू log to the base वैल्यू 1, 0.5 so 0.5 is 1. so ये जो हम लोग मैसेज लिए थे m1 and m2 both are equal probable, and in that case we got the maximum entropy which is nothing but 1 bit per message. okay, 1 bit per message. if you have doubt please tell me. so 1 bit per message. so that's why देखो entropy हो गया 1, entropy maximum entropy 1, and probability p is equal to half में probability half में maximum entropy मिल गया. this is the case. you go through पूरा का पूरा note. if you have doubt you must ask me the question, but you go through line by line. very simple सा है, मैंने पॉइंट वाइज करके यहाँ पे बोल दिया एंड नोट भी यहाँ पे लिखा है. आई थिंक यू विल नॉट हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम. सो दैट इज फॉर योर 2 मैसेजेस के लिए. m1 m2 दो मैसेज था और दो मैसेज का प्रोबेबिलिटी सेम था, p1 p2 हाफ हाफ करके था. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे हम लोग दोनों को जाएगा में हम लोग m नंबर ऑफ मैसेज ले रहे हैं, है ना, p1 p2 dot pn, and they are having the same probability, that is 1 by m. okay, p1 p2 था, so p1 p2 था पहले, वहां पे हम लोग प्रोबेबिलिटी कितने लिए थे, हाफ लिए थे, है ना, जो मैंने यहाँ पे दिखाया. लेकिन यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या लिए हैं, p1 p2 dot pm, m number of okay probability is there, and they are 1 upon m. both are equal, m number of messages are there and they are having the same probability of occurrence which is nothing but 1 upon m. so what is the formula, देखो ये है तुम्हारा फॉर्मूला, h max is equal to I is equal to 1 to m p, okay, pi log 1 upon pm. तो तुम क्या करोगे, 1 to m p1 log 1 upon p1, p2 log 1 upon p2 plus p3 log 1 upon p3, ऐसा करते करते ये चला, लास्ट होगा pm log 1 upon pm. तो देखो यहाँ पे ये जो वो मैंने बोल दिया p1 p2 p3 all are same, p1 p2 p3 all are same. so that means क्या हो जाएगा, p1 log 1 upon p1. ओके, सो तुम क्या लिखोगे, 1 upon m log to the base 1 upon m. सो क्या हो जाएगा बाबू, 1 upon m log to the base m, 1 upon m log to the base m, 1 upon m log to the base m. सो क्या हो जाएगा, m नंबर ऑफ log to the base m होगा तुम्हारा. हाउ मेनी नंबर ऑफ होगा, log to the base m, how many number, m number, so that's why m into log to the base m, और बाहर में क्या होगा 1 upon m, so m cancel out, log to the base m मिल गया. so that is the maximum entropy for m number of messages